Okay, good morning, friends. Let me, on behalf of LIC International, extend a warm welcome to all the participants who have joined it and those who will be joining during the session. I kept my window open so they may join till as per their convenience. All the brokers fraternity, this is Dr. Pradeep Mishra. I am the country manager for LIC International for UAE operations here. Many of you must have seen me earlier. If not, maybe today I'll try to introduce myself. I am in this UAE operation for more than 2 years, but in Dubai I had been for last 4.5 months, 5 months. Earlier I was in Abu Dhabi. So Abu Dhabi team who is joining now may be knowing me. This is the brief introduction, and running LIC for a different. For last 30 years, there is always a tradition of 3-4 years, you get a new resident manager who handles this job on a deputation from parent company, and then some others takes this legacy forward. My passion is to help the marketing team. That is what I always derive, and in turn, it is helping to the clients. So my presentation also, those who had been in the past attending my session, they will find some inputs in those lines only to help the clients to take a wise decisions. So I'll share my screen and we'll start the presentations and the agenda for the day. Any one of you can just confirm me whether my screen is visible or not. It's right? Okay.
Yeah, it's visible.
Visible.
Good.
Visible.
I would request those who are joining during the sessions can mute themselves so there should not be any disturbance for other people. Friends, we LIC International extends a warm greetings and hearty welcome to all the business partners and the King Star Insurance Agency, who is our chief agent for distributions of all LIC products in UAE. Also extend a warm welcome to all of you. I treat all of you as the business partners because especially when I deal with or I had to communicate with the brokers, you have other insurance companies also to provide you some products for financial needs of the clients. LIC has a strong share, had been the strong share in those portfolio if it right perspectives are understood. So we are not 100% in the whole portfolio of a client, but we still holds a very strong market for especially Indian expats, considering brand LIC being the parent company owned by Government of India. So friends, in my agenda for next 45 minutes and then further 10 minutes of Q&A, I'll try to give you the answers of your queries. During the sessions, if you feel anything which is required to be disturbed, you can unmute and ask a question then itself. If not, then let us hold the sessions for the whole period and then we'll try to conduct the question answer sessions. Friends, in my agenda for the sessions, I'm going to talk about certain directly not coming to the products. There are certain things which we must understand why LIC International has a strong presence in the market. So relevance of financial pyramids, that is my own concepts of last 5 years in marketing, in insurance sales, in financial planning. So what is the relevance of financial pyramid post-COVID and importance of LIC's capital guaranteed plan? So slightly I'd like to touch upon why LIC's presence has to be there in anybody's portfolio. That is the second part will be the new arrivals from LIC International, which is the topic of the day. And I'm going to talk about slide features of the Smart Elite Savings Plans, which is launched on last Thursday on 20th May, which much fanfare, and we are receiving a very, very good response from the market. Friends, apart from the features, that is, I think, takes 2-3 slides, but the most important things which will be the agenda for me will be what is its sellability and how to position these plans in your market, in your profile of the customers. So these are the agendas, and then finally will be the Q&A. Friends, let us start. Everybody understand it's a very, very difficult times we are going through in last one year, more than an year. Especially most of the consultants, if their client is Indian expats, you know what terrible situations is being our country is going through. So it's like there is no control on such. But nevertheless, lives move on. We are safe in this country. We appreciate the efforts of the government here, which making this pandemic as a safer place to live. And if you know, in the world, Abu Dhabi, Dubai has to be the number one, number two country in handling this pandemic and continuing the business in a same way. But friends, it's not the same way. The business has turned its shape. Business has come out with it in a different way. It's not the same which we were before 2020. So friends, we call it as a new normal. Let it be in the personal life also and in professional life. World has seen a new normal, and we as a professional in our professional work also are witnessing a new normal of work, new normal of the requirements of the clients, new normal of the business ethics, new normal of the operations, and indeed, friends, there has to be new normal of your sales technique also, presentation technique also. When we discuss with the clients, this is a new normal, and that is one of the reason, friends, we are interacting to you through Zoom, through web media, wherever you are sitting in a comfort of home or in at any place, we can witness this new normal. But friends, in summarizing, I'm not going to talk about the COVID because there are other channels, social media available with universities where you can get a plenty of information on that. I'm going to talk about the new normal of world, what we are going to have in 1 and 2 slides. Friends, remember the post-COVID world will be cleaner. It is going to be the cleaner world. And wherever you will be, people will feel it like a part of their daily habits of cleaning their lifestyle and cleaning of the office culture. Less people, less crowd, most on digital media, utilizing of digital platform to keep a place to save to live upon. This is going to be, because it has to be clean, so it will be more digital also. You can't leave if you are still waiting the old era of manual work should return. It's not going to happen. It is gone in the history. Now it will be subdued and they will see their lifespan is not coming back. This digital means even if there are consultants in this group who had been working in this era for last 3 decades, 4 decades, friends, digitalization is a way of life now. And many people have accustomed to it. When this is a digital, so information is readily available to even the client perspectives at a finger of tips. Just we can utilize any web browser and type any questions, you will get an answers. So this is now world is becoming more knowledgeable as well as more competitive also. So anyone who doesn't align their supply chain or in the market based on the need of the customer and how the world is getting changed, frames, you will be not relevant in this market. This world is going to be very, very different from friend. Remember, we are going to witness the new normal, and we are witnessing for last 7-8 months. People have accepted this change. So even in our industry, especially insurance industry, which we feel that F2F, face-to-face, has been the real marketing techniques, but things moves on. Now people are more comfortable, even clients are more comfortable discussing their financial planning through web with the fingertips sitting across the world. Friends, remember this world, in spite of all competition, digitalization, different, there are going to be a more and more number of opportunities than ever before. But these opportunities will be tapped from those people who align their supply chains based on this change of new normal post-COVID is being witnessed by the world. So it's a choices with you whether we are going into that and accept these opportunities. There is going to be the good opportunity. Believe me, friends, this new normal let us come to our profession as a business world. New normal will be in marketing. It will be totally dominated by art and science. When we talk about art and science, generally we have been witnessing insurance industry for last 2-3 decades. Insurance sales is always a matter of solicitation in the base. Mostly it is based in the form of some art. It's art means it's like an emotions which people believes to have a security. But now slowly for last 4-5 years, the science has taken over that art, and this mix of art and science has become a real way of marketing. It has not been compulsory, but post-COVID, this has become a compulsory phenomena to include science in your presentations techniques that will make it most unique. So friends, in nutshell, emotions to sell is an art. When you use your emotions of any of the financial needs to push your product is called an art. But when you use logic to close the sales is science, and this science is always now very much required in current world. I'm very much vocal on the science part. Being a science student, being a science graduate, I always try to provide, because every consultant has such an emotions to sell, but mixing science with that emotions will make you out of the world, and that is what required. So my presentations will be based on something on scientific methods rather on emotional methods. You know how to push your products. Friends, what is the need of customers? What customers real advice is? If you can take a lesson on this, it will take another 1 hour to understand what is real advice means, real customers need is. But I personally believe the need of the hour, if you summarize it in one slide and one page, this is what is a need of the time. When you discuss with your client, when you sit with your client about the financial planning, friends, this pyramid has to be discussed when you are before the client. This is a 5-level structure. Foundation is a protection which has to be strongest and broadest. After foundation is secure, then only you can go on the first floor, and that has to be risk-free growth of instrument, and then it comes to growth with risk. After that, it is high growth and speculations. When we talk about financial planning from individual perspectives of a client, and our 85% of the clients comes in the first 3 bracket only, and that is why I have made one special circle of this purple border. With this is what is required to be understood by all financial planners sitting in front of me today, to understand this is more important, the first, second, third, and this high growth and speculation is more dominated when this first 3 part is done to the business class, which look forward to have their expansion of business for a high growth and a speculative market, which is nowhere understood. So from a individual financial planning, first 3 seats are very, very important. LIC, we are very proudly, we can say we have a presence in every 3 segments as of now, but first 2 segments we have a product, protection and risk-free growth, and very soon we are going to have our ULIPs parallel to the international market and various funds very soon, maybe in a quarter and 4 months time. Friends, what does it pyramid require? Why it is required to be discussed? Because post-COVID, friends, people have become more oriented towards their financial goals. This is an investment strategy that basically prepares and structures portfolio structures of a client based on their risk and investment asset class. So various asset class, I personally is a strong believer that LIC International asset class is not a only solution for any individual's portfolio. LIC has some part of the instrument through which portfolio can be arranged, but there has to be mixed of asset class. There has to be a debt, there has to be an equity, there has to be other means of investment. So there is a mix of investment asset class where LIC International has certain roles to play. So as we were talking about first 3 floors, in summarize, friends, what can be different needs? Like first part, which I talked about protection, this against the unexpected events, build emergency funds equal to 6 to 9 months of household expenses. Apart from that, there has to be health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, debt management. These things are part of the foundations and their basic, foundations of the basic structure of your financial pyramids. After this is done, then people go for predictable events planning through short-term to long-term, which the events which is guaranteed in nature, which is predictable in nature, like education savings, retirement savings, your personal savings. Friends, there are certain predictable events which happens in life, and I personally believe these events has to be strongly with the predictable events. Planning, which has to be from a risk-free growth, where LIC has a strong share in the market. And then comes to the investment of growth investment where you can go for stocks, property, real estates, the volatility that can bring you high risk and high gain of investment. So this is how in summarize we can the financial planning. And if you are planning in the same way, friends, then I'm sure customers are rightly managed by you. As I was talking about, the foundation of pyramid is a protection. This must be strongest and broadest. Friends, what happened in the post-COVID era, the impact of COVID-19 on financial planning, this life insurance has become the most essential asset class of financial planning. Every customer, even in DAW, have started thinking on that, talking on that. Even if customer doesn't talk on this, I'm asking you as a financial advisor or a financial planner, who are you? So you have to find out whether are you just responding to the customer's request or are literally making some efforts to make customer understand the asset class based on the COVID era which has given it. Whether insurance is a essential asset class, to whether your client is listening to that and going on to that. I'm seeing a new change coming up. Various queries from customer is coming up to have a term insurance or the whole life cover or some life cover to be planned. They are looking for a capital guarantee return of investment. They are looking for certain low risk of investments, provisioning of low risk also along with the equity investments. Now, these trends are seen in the millennial customer also, which is generally, it was rare before COVID. Before COVID, millennial customers generally they go for equity investments where they have a high exposure to risk as well as high exposure of gain. So, friends, just to summarize the difference between an advice and planning, and then you can ask yourself in which area you are. So try to have this planning on this. Financial advice is, friends, always it is just reactive. Financial advice is just reactive. When customer poses some questions and queries or observations to you, you react with certain answers. So this is called a reactive. This is a product specific and usually general in nature. Whereas in financial planning, when we talk about it's a proactive. It's a long-term, comprehensive, education-based, multi-dimensional, proactive and goals-driven approach. I'm sure many of you treat yourself as a financial planner, but are it just justified? You are talking about only an asset class which gives a good return, or you take it as an education-based proactive approach considering clients' goals into your mind. So friends, what is your presentation method? I am not aware, but this is just a wisdom message which I would like to have. The time has changed. The post-COVID, friends, customer is looking for a planner, not an advisor. Customer is looking for a financial coach which can guide him, which can nurture him, who can take out any of the situations in the days to come. Friends, this is what. So second part is related to that is pyramids. Level 2 is the first floor of the building of your financial building is a risk-free growth. There are long lecture on this, but I can summarize in one line, friends, to words of wisdom from me. All predictable events like child education, marriage, retirement. Predictable means the timing and their horizon can be predicted in advance, should be planned with the risk-free growth instrument. Means there has to be some capital security, low risk of investment, whereas there is always a beauty of a mix of asset to a long term. Friends, those who have joined late, I request you to mute yourself rather disturbing others in the time and also disturbing me during my presentations. I don't want to see that face coming. So friends, what is the market? If you see the real increasing inflows into bank deposits, bonds, debentures, equity market, this all indicates that people are looking upward towards all available options to park their surplus fund. So as a planner, even if customer doesn't request you, you should plan in such a way a profile from a low risk, low return to high risk, high return based on customers profiling. I know many of you have been doing some question answer sessions. You are having preparation of a goal oriented questionnaire. Whether you are really following into honesty, that questions has to be asked to you, not to us, so that your client should be able to trust you for a long duration of time based on their asset class distribution. So now what I felt from the market is, due to the market uncertainty, what clients are looking for. Friends, clients is looking for guarantee of investments or low risk of investments, if because guarantee comes with the return. If return is low, so they look for a low risk of investment in which there is a security of capital, but at least there is an also a hope of getting a better return when things comes to normal. They always have to have a security of capital. There has to be a competitive returns and also liquidity of funds. Other than that, they also tend to have another message that they do not want to take liabilities for a longer terms. Hence, all this is available under one umbrella that is called LIC International. Many of them, many of you who are already attached with the LIC, they know the beauty of this. But I personally believe when the comparison of company comes, these points will give you an edge to stand out in the competition of market of other insurers. LIC has a brand value of 30 years of track record of all those 4 points. Friends, levels 2, so predictable events, as I talked about, I personally believe 75% of children's and retirement needs of the client should be from exclusive guaranteed return income. I'm not talking only LIC, but there has to be some return on this and spend some time. So for my point here is to discuss the relevance of LIC, spend some time to discuss this as an opportunity to the pyramid before pushing only the product to the client, because customer is very honest, very innocent. They say I want a good product. Now we as an advisor should know which is going to fit them based on their risk appetite. So asset allocation with a strong LIC's presence is the key in the new normal phase. Considering this into our mind, we as a company has come out with a diversified segmented plans. As of now, we have 7 new plans for different financial solutions for different segments. We have 2 regular savings plans. One we are launched just 3 days back. One have exclusive child education plans, which is offering a guaranteed return plan, one of the most popular market and unmatched in this market today. This third is a guaranteed annuity plans, which is no company in this UAE segments can provide that, and 2 single premium plans matching the short-term needs of the clients better than FCNR returns. Savings plans are assured return plans, and remaining all 5 plans are guaranteed return plans. So friends, I'm not going to talk about any other scheme today. I'll be talking only about the new arrivals, the new arrived products, which is smart elite savings plans. The first line trumps punch of this plan is it is 100% guaranteed plus assured return plan. This is what the tagline of this plan. We have launched. This name is Smart Elite Saving Plan. It's non-linked plan. It's participating means there is a bonus linked plans, and number is 262. I am sure you must be having illustrations with you. You must have gone through the illustrations. There are some changes in the illustrations. I have done a study, so I'll be putting it on website today after this meeting. So you will have an access of that, the new innovative presentations, illustrations for this plan, especially prepared for you to help you in the marketing. So let us come to the slide features of this plan. Friends, this is the most simplest and elite based plan. Why I talked about elite? Because generally we have seen in the customer who will pose questions when you find any LIC product which gives you a guaranteed return plan, or I assume sum assured plus bonus return plan. They start comparing USD return plans with the INR return plans, and that is a question. You have to stop it there. And this, we are elite based, so try to reach out to the customer who invest in US dollar instrument. They will understand the return and beauty of this scheme. If you compare this return with any of the returns of Brazil or any other countries or Indian products, I think that is unjustified. This is elite product because the returns are much better than a common schemes available in the market. Even a small provision, it's a systematic investment schemes. It's not a one-time investment schemes. You have to pay systematically for some time. We are giving a flexibility of options on that to create a corpus for a long term. 100% capital plus competitive assured return from day one. It's life cover from day one is minimum 115 to 300 times of your premium, monthly premium. 100% sum assured is guaranteed from day one of policies. It's a customer friendly liquidity option Very attractive surrender values considering BOD 49 by IA Central Bank. They have made every insurance company to provide this attractive surrender value, especially in endowment plan. And that I'll come to the illustrations, then you will understand how it is fine. And this last point is 5 years unique facility in UAE, friends. This makes this product unmatched in the market, and that is what LIC is looking for. People look for short-term investments. They do not want to have a long-term liability of premium paying term, so we can pay premium for 5 years and finish this policies. There are slight eligibility conditions, friends. Entry age is minimum completed 8 years to 55 years LBD last birthday. Maximum maturity age is 65 years. Minimum sum assured is $25,000. Remember this. So minimum sum assured is $25,000, and thereafter in multiple of 1,000 USD, there is no maximum limit based on the financial underwriting. Minimum term of the policy is 10 years, maximum is 25 years. Any term in between 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to 25, you can choose based on the client's need and their perspectives. Always remember, long term gives you better return. We have two premium paying term. One is full term, means whatever term customer choose equals to the policy term and equals to the premium paying term. And there is exclusively we have prepared, because 98% of our policies sold in this bracket is a limited term, means fixed 5 years PPT of any term between 10 to 25. Other than that, we have an optional riders, which is accidental death benefits. If opted, you get an equals to accidental death benefit sum assured, which is paid. You can choose between $0 to $100,000 sum assured. ADB is allowed between major life only 18 to 65, since policy entry age is 8 years. So from 8 to 18, there will not be ADB riders. After that, client have an options to choose after turning age 18. So in summarize, friends, something you have to keep in mind. Minimum sum assured is 25,000, maximum no limit. 8 years to 55 years and 10 years to 25 years, and we have two premium paying term. Aligning customers need is limited 5 years and full term is equals to the PPT. This is what the slide features of the product. Other than that, what will be the death benefit, friends? Death benefit is before commencement of risk. There is one thing which we would like to make you inform. This applicable to only minor lives. So minor life means if commencement of risk is for minor life, risk will start after completion of 2 years of policy. Let us take if 8 years is joining the customer, so their risk will start after 10th year. So before start of the risk, if death happens, so whatever premium is paid till date of death will be refunded to nominee. So, and after commencement of risk, full sum assured plus revisionary bonus as on date of death will be payable. So this is very clear. So commencement of risk for major lives starts immediately, like 18 and onwards, it starts from day one. Maturity will be the sum assured plus accrued bonus, and there will be a final addition or terminal bonus. The revisionary bonus, which is declared every year by the company, once declared, it is added in policy account and payable at maturity. So rates are declared and it is accumulated and added in the policy. So every year it is declared, every year it is paid, and that is what we have a track record for last 30 years. Friends, surrender is new change from old schemes of LICs. Earlier, LIC used to have minimum 2 years and then 3 years for full term, but here in both the term, full term and limited term, 2 full years premium has to be paid. It means surrender is not after 2 years, surrender can be after 1 year also. How it can be? It will be like one advance premium we take, generally we pay it advance. Today you paid a premium and policy starts, next premium will be after 1 year. So you pay the premium and policy becomes surrender payable. So after 2 premiums has to be paid. If it is monthly premium, then it has to be 24 premium has to be paid. Means 2 years after that surrender is payable. Minimum guaranteed surrender value for full term during the term 2 to 7 years is 70% of premium paid. From 8 years onward, 80% of premium paid. For limited term during the term of the premium paying term 2 to 5 years, it is 80% of premium. But after premium is over, it is 95% of premium paid is guaranteed, which is nowhere in any of the endowment scheme. If you see any of the old endowment scheme, If you take 20 years of term, after 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, you will have hardly 40%, 50% of premium paid is refunded as a surrender, because there was huge surrender charges on that. Here, 95% of premium paid, irrespective of 5 years, insurance coverage was continued, and there is a cost involved in this. So in 5%, you can assume that the entire cost of insurance is taken care of. So this is what the policy's terms and conditions. Loans are also there. 2 years after surrender is available, loans are payable. So you can take 80% of loan. Now, all these are summarized in the benefit illustrations. I'm sure you must be going through the illustration sheets. This will be in the shape of like this. I will show you right now also. But this will be the shape in which you will have an options to change this green field. Is basic sum assured, accidental, you can have optional. It is PPT. Here if you select, you will have full term or limited term, yearly, half yearly, quarterly mode of premium will be there. Male, female, it is not, it is irrelevant, but you will have then options to choose it. Here you can choose the term from 10 to 25, any term. Rest everything will be calculated automatically. This is official illustrations. This will be first page. There will be second page also with this illustration sheets, in which there will be two scenario 1 and scenario 2. Death benefits, maturity benefits, and surrender value is payable. This is all guaranteed. And this bonus 2 scenario, which is as per the new central bank regulations, bonus 10 and bonus 13. Actuaries has approved this 2 scenario with the central bank. So if $10 is declared by the company, so you get 20 years 20,000. So total return will be 100,000 sum assured plus 20,000. If $13 is declared, which is as of now it is the rates which LIC is assuming, and this is the worst phase of fixed instruments investment return. In future there is only upward only, because this is what the trend, and say I will show you some data and which will understand you. This is beyond, from now it is upward only. So if it is 13, this you are going to get 126,000. I have not added finally addition bonus, terminal bonus in this. This is what illustrations will say. Now come to the sellability. So first point, since it is investment in scheme, even if we are giving some insurance from day one, then also people will ask what is return on investments. So friends, this is return of investment. When we talk, and as if you ask me as a financial advisor, I'm basically chartered on this. So I can tell you, when we talk about insurance return, then it itself is a vague question. There is no return on insurance. But even though people look for investment through insurance policies, we should know what returns you are going to give. So I personally believe there are 2 rate of return of investments on the policies. So returns on investment is first is, which is the big investment return on, is life insurance, because there is a return on risk cover also. If anything happens till maturity, because people tend to calculate only return which he receives at the time of maturity. In between, if something goes wrong and the family receives a huge amount from the company by paying very less amount, this also gives certain returns, and that has to be in a cash value calculated form, and which generally in presentation I have not seen an insurance company or insurance providers are doing. But I personally look forward, because when product is designed, you should know it. You cannot compare this with the equity product. You cannot compare with the bank FD products, FCNR products, or any other schemes of any other market. When it is compare insurance, this product also has to be considered on this. So I'm giving you 2 returns. One is this return, annual returns on insurance coverage. Means you pay a 1 premium and you next day you are no more. LIC is giving you first year annual return is 511%. Second year, since you pay 2 premium, it is 209%. Third year, 72%. Fourth year, 29%. Fifth year, 11%. Friends, after that, you are getting sum assured plus bonus in case of death. There is no premium because 4 premiums you have paid. So this return is what we are offering in this product during insurance coverage. Before maturity, this is the returns. Friends, this is an additional talking point you must talk when we talk about the return. This cash value of insurance cover is a huge addition here. And then comes to the maturity returns. And maturity return, this if you consider $13 returns for 20 years terms, giving you $126,000 plus 2,000 is a terminal bonus which is declared by LIC. That gives you $128,000. Excuse me, just. My AC is not working today in my office, so pardon me. Friends, this is what your maturity value. Now, this is what actuaries has predicted today. Now, understanding many customers will pose a questions. Okay, fine, Mr. Mishra, today's return is fine, 3% is okay. But in future, if your investment, I'm investing for 20 years, if future interest rates will increase, maybe 5 years down the line, what is benefits in this plan? So friends, this is what the track record of LIC. We are in a very, very tight investment yield returns in the fixed instrument market. In future, there is a tendency of getting up an interest return. Let us take maybe by 2023, 24, 25, investment yields are going up. We are going to increase the bonus rate. So we are giving you 3-4 different scenarios having very, very miser track record. We are very strong track record in the past, but considering future is going to be very tight, even a low return also. 13 is today's rate. 15, if average 15 we give, the return gives you 3.5. If $20 bonus we give, offer you average, you will be going to get more than 4.2%, and 25 it is almost reaching 5%. Friends, this is over and above the insurance yield we are giving. So friends, I can tell you the CAGR in plan 262 is much better than any parallel guaranteed plans in this. Now, here I have taken an example of 30 years, and you must be wondering, Pradeep, okay, fine, for giving you presentation, it is okay. How can I talk to customer to make your life more easier? I have prepared the illustrations not for official use to the client, but I have prepared illustrations to make you understand better in front of the client. So these illustrations, I'm sure you must be on the web, but you can confirm if you are seeing my Excel sheets in front of you. So these are the sheets where I have given you this. Here you can predict, you can change, like sum assured. Here you can choose full term, PPT, limited term, yearly, all 4 modes are there. You can choose, rest of the things you can just fill it up. So this will be the first page where we'll have all plan illustrations, written everything, official terminologies. There will be second sheet, this will be illustrations, and there will be signature page. But there are another sheet which I have just made it for you ready-made. I don't want you should compulsory use it, but you must understand this. But once you will understand, your client will understand, this will be in a better way. So how it will be understood? So whatever calculations, age and term here you will put, you will get a second sheet in this form. And that sheet is, if you see, I have given you life insurance return. This is what the return of the life insurance. So you can show them. So this is one return, which if anything happens to you, you get a life cover, and that is paid. So how much return you are going to get. And this is also one kind of understanding the value of return. Other than that, we have given you 5 scenarios, 10, 13, 15, 20, 25. This will automatically will be calculated. And below that, you will have the final addition. Current rate is $20 per thousand sum assured. So it is 2,000 added. So this is your maturity. This is total premium you have paid. Total benefits earned between some maturity minus premium is this, and annual return we have calculated. Considering you are not paying every first 5 years, it is in installment for 5 years. So in $13, you are getting 3.23, in $15, 3.51, in 4.21 and 4.90. I have taken age of 30. If sometime believe you, what will be the age for 40, which is the high bracket for investment here. This is also 3.3132, 4.79. Friends, hardly difference of around 10 to 15 basis points. So this will be ready-made available to you, which you can use for marketing. This is not an illustration which will be attached with the proposal. It is just to help you in marketing, because when I say different scenarios, so these objections you can handle in of the client. This is the sheet which has to be sent to the client, has to be signed by the client and by you, and this will part of the official brochure. I hope this thing is very clear to you. This is not necessarily you should send to every client and understand, but this can be useful if you will be doing the marketing in this product to make customer understand the beauty of this product. Now, coming back to the presentations, friends, again, I hope screen is visible to all of you. If not, then you can tell me again, I can stop. So this is what the sheet which we have shown to you. This is the sheet which is which will be communicated to you, in which you can work upon different terms, and you will find the return is 2.8 to 4.5% in a different scenario. And why I'm saying we are going to give the best return, this is what we learned from our track record of the company. See, friends, and why there has been upward movement on the interest and there is a steep fall, that reason also I will share you in next couple of slides. See, every product, this is a new product, friends, and it takes time to position in the market. The funds will have to accumulate and then it will start moving for a long duration term. So I personally believe couple of years it will take to stabilize, and considering current rate also, which is 3% plus, in future, if we are going to improve further, it's going to be icing on the cake for the client. And I'm sure 4% in USD market with the capital guarantees is one of the best return customer can expect, any of the customer can expect. Friends, bonus, when we talk about the bonus for LIC, who have a very strong track record, we have a 3 kind of bonus in endowment plan. And it's not a one bonus. One bonus which anybody talks about is annual revisionary bonus, which is declared every year, and that becomes a part of 50% or 60% of your total dividends. After that, we also give a final addition or terminal bonus, which is declared at the time of maturity and paid to the client. There is one hidden bonus which has not been discussed, is a guaranteed bonus added in the sum assured, means whatever sum assured you choose and less by the premium you pay, the difference is by default added from day one. Suppose you pay $16,000 a year in this calculations, $100,000 is guaranteed from day one. This is the beauty which must talk to the clients. So friend, USPs, if you summarize it, this is a US dollar investments, not rupees investment. So please understand, when we compare return, you compare with the USD versus USD. It's a non-linked plan, so no fear of capital erosion, 100% it is secure, guaranteed on maturity, 120% in fact capital is secure, not 100%. Bonus is declared every year, and anything more than 3% in current regime is a very high return, friends. Once declared, bonus is added in the policy account and becomes guaranteed. Flexibility in premium payouts, claims maturity in desired currency is what USPs for LICs, easy financing, loan available in this plan. So what do you believe, friends? The truth is, new return yield is much, much higher than any market instrument in the market. You will surprise, you will say, no, every company say like this. No, I'll give you certain facts. Do you believe this return is USD current is less? Let us have some fact check, friends. Why I say it is one of the best return we have. Friends, when we talk about US dollar instrument, it is regulated by federal rates. And that is been, you must understand, if you go on any of the sites, you will find there is a logic behind this. If you see the recent past of 5 years, because short term, let us predict, which you will be remembering, those who are new consultant and those who have been a track record of more than 15, 20, 30 years, I will be showing all those part also. If you see last 5 years, there has been a steep increment of interest rates from 16 to 20 in Trump era, where you have seen after that this economic crisis in early 2019 global crisis has started and there has slapped down. And COVID as a surprise has act as a catalyst in reduction in interest rates, and this has been steep. So 9th March 2020, friends, the rate was 0.499%, and that was the bottom of this rate. You can understand it is almost like a zero returns. This is for 5 years, but slightly now it has started coming up. If you see the 10-year US Treasury yield has been falling to record low. You see the last 15 years returned from 5%, and that is one of the reasons during these times interest rates of LIC products were very high. Now it has reduced because from in 2 years time, from in 15 years time, from 5.5%, and always when Treasury rates are 5% and whatever Treasury rates, our securities rates in US dollar in any of the world in USD is ranging from 1.5%, 1% to 1.5% more than that. So this in that range we were walking in this market. If you see in the last 3 years, again now slightly the yield has started going up from COVID after this vaccination and started happening. So this is the latest rates. The Treasury keeps marching higher, but always there is an apprehension. If you see the 30 years Treasury rates today, it is 1.8%. So anything 3%, up to 3% is going to be the best yield in current market in terms of security and capital. If you see the last 35 years of track record, friends, from the company till now, and why we were offering a very high return in the past and now it has reduced is because the whole market is going down and down. The era of low interest rates has come. Projections is also going to be very low, not much returns. Even Bloomberg has predicted 2030 returns of federal rates can never be more than 2%. If you see the real turnaround time, it's slightly there had been increment after February because of vaccination has started in US and government change in United States. Friends, but still there has been predictions that there is nearing zero rates or not much higher rates till 2023. This is what the latest rates, and 11 of 18 officials predicted. There is a FOMC financial committee of federal rates. Out of 18 people, 11 has said it is going to be the lower rates, and even if it increases, friends, in future it will be less than 2.5%. Friends, this is how the federal new dot plots are being predicted. This is about the US market, but there are customers who look for Indian instrument investment also in US dollar also, and that is one of the best is FCNR. If you see the current FCNR rates of most of the bank, friends, and especially I will try to highlight the top banks here, it is less than 1%, and in some of the banks like Kotak and SDB for last 6 months, it is offering almost 0% return. You know, keeping money in dollar is zero. Still, there is a huge FCNR deposits in these banks. The top banks, Axis, ICICI, those who has a largest share in private banking sectors, except LIC, they have dominated almost 60% of the market in India. If you see, their returns are less than 1%. There are banks which is offering slightly higher rates. This is because of ALM mismatch. So you can understand if there is high risk in the bank quality, asset quality, they may tend to give you better return for short term, but long term, it's a very, very less return. If you see the UAE market where you are working now, you must understand current rates of April and May. EIBOR, Emirates Inter-Offer Rank, which is declared by central bank every day, every week. You will find the data on central bank site. It is less than 0.6, 0.5% between this. It is rotating every month. So what does it mean? Friends, this means the bank FDs can always be less than 1% to 0% as of now. FCNRs are less than 1%. Huge uncertainty of interest rates in future market. Bloomberg says you cannot expect more than 2%, 2.5% till 2030 USD interest rates is going to be very, very volatile. In this scenario, friends, truth is LIC still offers a competitive best return. Any of the schemes which we are offering now is compared in that segment, we are winning with the assured guaranteed best return. The point here is we are not reaching direct to the customer because our intermediary sometimes doesn't push it very hard. If you work as a financial planner, and we had been doing, you know, my direct team are qualifying for TOT, COT, MDRT in less than 3 months time. So it's a broker community. They should understand if you are planning a financials and working on pyramid, LIC definitely has a strong share into that. And I'm sure if you look for that, you are going to have LIC's product pushing in any way you can. Now, in summary, why a smart saving plans is required. So I'm giving you some important punchline to help you with the sellability and positioning in a better way. The first things, friends, what we offer investment, we offer insurance, we offer a very high return in terms of comparative same segment of instruments. Apart from that, what makes this product unmatched in the market is the first is unique benefit is 5 years limited payment options, short-term premium commitments of client, and which is what customers attracts, because customer is not looking for investment for 20 years, 15 years, and then redeeming the funds. They may have a goal of 15 years, but they look for investment for limited time. So uncertainty of job predictions can be written off and our goal are secured. The second part is very special feature, friends, inbuilt guaranteed edition in this plans. Means if you take an example of 20 years product, of basic sum assured of USD $100,000 with the annual premium of 16,000, he pays premium for 5 years, 18,795. Whereas from day one, 100,000 is guaranteed and then bonus will be added. So from day one, we are giving him a guarantee of 18,000. So almost 1% is guaranteed from day one. Many company in this market, they are giving bonus of 1% and sum assured is equals to premium. So this is something which is unmatched in the market. Second thing, we keep the minimum ticket size is 25,000. So high sum assured will give you high ticket, will give you high revenue, and premium commitment is only for 5 years, friends. Big ticket will give you big revenue. So friends, this is what will make, because and customer is paying only for 5 years, so they may give you better revenue also. Fourth, friends, which is very good, repeat sales, because since the policy will be finished in 4 years and maybe in 2 years also, first premium, and then you can have a premium ceiling for 4 years and you can pay advance premium, then you can have a repeat sale if customer wishes for. So every time you can have a repeat sales with this product because premium paying term is finished. Fifth is, friends, annual bonus in addition to guaranteed bonus. Annual bonus is a guaranteed bonus which we added in the policy. Then annual bonus will be declared every year. Both will be paid at the time of maturity, and there will be third part which will be the camouflage will be of LIC's terminal bonus also will be paid. So it is like always giving you assure a good sustainable return in a capital guaranteed form. Friends, if you summarize the whole things in one slide, this is the 10 reasons to choose LIC's elite saving plans. So what are the 10 reasons? The first, this helps you limited liabilities, premium paying term for 5 years, higher risk covers, inbuilt guaranteed editions, high sum assured, high sum assured returns, high ticket size can give you a good client base and good understanding of US dollar returns, quicker repeat sales, attractive annual returns, annual bonus, liquidity just after 2 years, loan also after 2 years, accidental death benefit riders. These 10 points is the unique advantages why customers should choose LIC's elite plan. Friends, these 10 qualities makes this unique, special, and very, very exclusive. So friend, takeaways here, our new plans is very competitive in return delivery. There is in market, friends, there is a trend of that reductions in commissions because LIC offers very less commission. It's not true 100% because there are slightly reduced in the first year commission has been shifted to fourth and fifth year renewal commission. So total in nutshell, you will get a competitive, a good incentives because this will also give you the trust in the market, which will be assured, which will be repeated customers and genuine customer will be repeated for every year. And we'll try to supplement with slightly additional competition price by my chief agent by Kingstar, which we are working on that. Total revenue can be achieved for doing more business, and this will give you easy market based on LIC's brand value. Remember, friends, don't compare new plans with old plans in its yield and premium because things have changed, market has changed, the new normal has come, new product have come, new beginning has to be your mantras. I can suggest today, this should treat it as a new beginning in our career. Remember, friends, even if whatever challenges we are facing, how bad things have been in the past, bad things always pass, and this shall too pass also again, and good times are always going to return. But what we require as of now is you need to have a patience, a persistence, a core skills, and a bit of luck. And with all these things, whatever suggestions, whatever inputs I have, I can offer to you regularly in a piece of time. You can reach out to me if you have any questions anytime. Since I am not directly attached with the brokers, we have a designated manager who looks after on this. I am handling the entire operation on UAE here in this market. So I look forward to your constructive ideas, suggestions, and I can only say that wish you all a happy sailing, and I'll stop the lecture here, and thanks for patient hearing, and any questions and suggestions and feedbacks is most welcome. Thank you for your time.